Yes, fellow FC24 enthusiasts. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 6 of the Lengthy Lads podcast, where we talk all things EAFC 24 and football with myself, Ryan, the average FC player, Annoying Mouse, Bertie, aka Shane, and the man himself, Azza23 Gaming, also known as Azza for short. Boys, I am excited to be back from international duty. Apologies for last week. My voice has come back, which is great for me, not as good for the missus. Mouse, how are we?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate, to be fair. Feeling good. FIFA's a bit of a struggle, but we'll go through that as we go. But yeah, life's pretty good. Getting a bit chilly down here on the south coast now. That's the only problem.
It is cold. It is cold indeed. Shane, how are you, mate?
All good, man. All good. Just the usual. Got myself a new headset, so I'm hoping the sound will sound a bit better this time.
It sounds relatively clear to me, mate.
I'm listening back and I've been a bit distant, it seems, so I'm hoping it'll be pretty clear this week.
Yeah, just slightly distant. And Azza, how are you, mate?
I am all good. I am just tingling at Shane's new clear voice. Really excited about the episode coming up now.
We could say that Azza is getting even more lengthy. Right, boys, it is that time of year. It's player pick time of year. It's the first set of player picks that we've had. We've all done 5. We've all built 5. We're all going to open them together. And we're all going to hope for a lovely little Trailblazer card. Okay. 5 player picks. Get them open, lads. Let's see how we do.
Jesus.
I've actually only just realised that they're one of 2, not one of 3.
Yeah, I was going to moan about that, but I didn't want to seem so negative early doors.
Oh, this is not good. 2 dupes. Oh, no. 3 dupes.
Right, in a word, boys.
Oh, my God. Wow.
In a word, mine would be woeful.
Terrible.
I've got Dia dupe, McDonald dupe, Manoom dupe, Tadibo dupe, and Slager dupe. So solid.
Good. I'm not even going to bother going through mine because they're either
the rest of crap.
82 rated and below mine.
I'm not even convinced mine are real players. I don't know any of them. They're all dupes. I don't know who these people are.
I have opened a 6th and got Sandra Panos, 87 goalie for Barca. So there you go.
Well, you've got
that's just greediness.
You've got 44 left to go, mate. So you can carry on if you like.
I'll keep kicking.
Well, I think the less that we talk about those, or the less said about those, the better, guys. So I'm just gonna throw it back to the weekend. I'm gonna throw it back to Saturday. My missus went away for the weekend. I had the whole house to myself. I thought, I'm going to qualify and play champs. I'd already played 2 qualification games. I was 2-0. Decided to do the qualifiers, finish them off. Got to 6 wins. I think I was 6-1. Gave the rest away, needed to get going. And I went 11-5, I think. Maybe 11-6. So got my 11 wins. I was actually only aiming for 6, seeing as that it was the first weekend league for me. And I cannot complain at my rewards whatsoever. I am 650k richer because Rudy Voller entered the club. Mouse, I really enjoyed champs. You, on the other hand, had a different experience.
Yeah, just slightly, yeah. I got finished Saturday on 5-7, so an ideal place to be. I went 11-7 the week before. To be fair, then I played 4 on Sunday morning, got to 9-7, and that was it. That was enough for me. As much as my early love for this game, it kind of feels like it's now been pinned on my good pack luck and the fact I was all right at the game. It's now just I'm getting more and more bad gameplay. I'm not playing particularly well either, but it's just the game's horrendous, from bad passes, from bad goalkeeping, from bad challenges. I'm noticing it a hell of a lot more, and I can start to see what, it's a shame was really upset about at the start of the game. It's just been a horrible experience, and it's not getting any better for me in that respect. And then, it's not a nice place to be at the moment, to be honest. and the rewards were absolutely wank as well. So doesn't help either.
Yeah, it's really strange. I haven't had many of the glitches. I haven't had many of the issues. I really didn't have anything over the weekend apart from the goalkeeping is atrocious. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the point is that I was using Jan Oblak, and to be quite honest, he's okay. He's an okay goalkeeper. He's 88 rated. He does a job. One game I'm up against Allison, and he is saving everything. I mean, from 2 yards out, 3 yards out, 20 yards out, 50. He saves everything. And I lost 2-0, I think. I quit 2-0. The next game, I'm playing against Allison again, and he's fucking awful. And by awful, I mean he's got poppadom hands. It is disgraceful. Every single one of the shots that go at him go straight through his hands and go into goal. I think I was 3-0 up after 15 minutes and the guy quit. So it's so inconsistent. And that's the thing that's getting me at the moment. It's not even really my issue because I won the game, but I just find it so inconsistent. Shane, what about you? You speed ran,
I
right?
had a busy weekend, so I managed to get it done Saturday morning. Just if I went 1-0 down, I was quitting, but I got 11. I think I was 11-8. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, it's not really bothering me. I'm doing all right as I did last FIFA. I've kind of accepted that it's pretty shit in terms of some of the stuff that happens, and I'm just finding that's helping me just play the game and do what I need to do. The rewards weren't great. I got a Trailblazer. I got that Italian centre back, the Italian League one. Is it Quarter or something? Quartz. A bit of fodder. But I've had a bit of luck over the weekend, to be honest. I've got Haaland from his squad battle rewards, so he gave me some coins. I finished Blanc off and then packed Militao, so I've gone to 3 at the back now. But I thought Edison had turned a corner last week for me, but he was absolutely shocking again this weekend. So I definitely think it is just a keeper thing. But I'm just getting on with it now. It ain't going to change. I'm finding on Twitter people complaining and stuff now, but I've come to terms with the fact that EA do not give a shit about any of us. They're just doing what they're doing to earn money. And the sooner people will realise that, the easier it'll be for them.
So the sooner we realise that, the more fun we're going to have playing the game.
I'm not getting stressed with it because I'm not. There's no point. Like nothing's going to change. You either get on with it or don't play the game, in my opinion, because they are not going to change it drastically anytime soon.
I think it's a great point to make. Az, what about you? How was yours?
A bit of a combination of everyone's, to be honest. A bit rushed. Had to do it on the Sunday. Had to do some qualifying games first, and then the FUT Champs, which is never a good potion for me because my eyes just hurt after about 10 games. So I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I didn't find the time to spread them out again this weekend because I almost give myself a handicap when I do that. I got to 11 wins. I was raging more than normal. I was getting frustrated. I was tired. I was on a tight schedule. I knew I had to get these done and then immediately rush to do other things outside of FIFA. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy it too much. I was picking up on just negatives really. Animations would really get into me. Yeah, quite a lot of rage in my most recent video. But yeah, I got to 11 wins. Rewards weren't that great. The 30k coins helped. Brought in Jude Bellingham before it as well, which is nice. Incredible player. I don't even want to sell him. He's that good, even if he goes down in price. But just excited now that we got the player picks coming up. It's a new week. Looks like we've got more content from what I've just quickly cast my eyes over them when we were doing the picks. So yeah, new week. Excited to see what's coming up. Can't wait for these Trailblazers to leave packs because they just. I'm not convinced they're in packs, to be fair.
I'd quite like to see one in my packs, to be honest. But
yeah, I don't know why we've got a unpackable promo so quick. Just give us something that we're going to pack loads of random dupes that we hate from, because it just feels good at least.
Going back to what I said, I completely understand. Like I was probably one of the worst people to play this game when it comes to rage. I've broke controllers, I broke TVs, and then I had to have a word with myself. Like, you're a fully grown man, and this is costing you money.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about? Honestly, I was so bad. I'd punch walls and stuff like that. And then I think, what are you doing? And now I
was the
just don't. I
same.
can't let it get to me anymore. Like if something's not happening and I'm losing my head, I'll just quit the game, and move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm finding that just having 2 games is just making it a lot more interesting for me. So I'm playing the Assassin's Creed game at the same time, so I've actually nearly finished it. But I just really enjoy having this different attitude towards FIFA. And I know last year I got to the point where I was completely fucking addicted, to be quite honest. And the missus say the same thing, just completely addicted. First thing you do when you wake up, go on the app. Last thing you do before you go to bed, go on the app. Playing it all through the day, all that kind of stuff. And actually having the second game just brings you out of that funk if you have a bad game of FIFA, or you go on pro clubs, because that is way more fun than any other game mode on the game.
Yeah, it is for me as well. It's definitely an addiction thing. Like, I have nothing to do on the app, and I'll still be on it, looking around on things like to do on there, and I'm still on it. It's definitely
like you're just hoping for something to come up.
I don't know what it is, but
League SBCs,
yeah,
League SBCs,
it
League SBCs every morning.
There's no other way to describe it than an addiction. It has to be.
Yeah, I agree. Talking of League SBCs, talking of packs, talking of SBCs in general, we were given the Icon SBC yesterday. Have you done it, gentlemen? I haven't, mainly because I'm not stupid. So I refuse to do it. I have the coins to do it. I'm not plugging any coins into it, and I don't think I have the fodder. How were yours if you've done it? Shane, I think you've got a wry smile on your face there, mate.
Yeah, I've got lucky. It's rare I get lucky in an Icon pack. I think the only decent one was Pele last year, but I got Makalele. I think it's like
only
the third
decent one was Pele.
But yeah, I mean, I've been using him. He's like mini Kante, to be honest. I think at this stage of the game, he's more than decent. He's 450k, I think he was selling for. But I had to, because of the lack of fodder and stuff, I had to use like 100k worth of coins. Because I'm trying my hardest not to submit specials into SBCs this year.
Yeah.
And there's been no real way to get fodder, so I had to use the coins, and thankfully it paid off. But yeah, big win for me.
What do you mean there's no way to get fodder?
Just
buy store packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Duh.
I'm not falling into that.
See,
trap.
I was gonna buy the 175k one, but didn't.
Even better, just go and buy some coins from Safety Coins and get a 5% discult using code
Code
Bertie.
Bertie.
Very true.
Hashtag ad. Hashtag plug.
You get
what about you? Have you done it, mate?
I'm in the middle of doing it, essentially. So just before we started doing this, I opened up all the fodder packs on the last page of the season rewards, a couple of 100k packs from objectives, 50 division rivals. No, not rivals. Champs wins and stuff. So essentially got about 786 pluses just then. So that'll fund it. Just because why not? It's RTG, it's a series, we'll do it. It's fun. And then also I get the luxury of doing it on my content account as well, then my second account, which is good. As always, shout out to Dale Boy from Twitter. He played Weekend League on this account. I don't even have to ask him. He just jumps on the account and does it. He's a madman. So he's got loads of 83 times 10s and 14 wins Weekend League stuff for me to do on there. So no doubt I'll be able to do it with a fodder on there. So yeah, quite excited. I don't think it's that good of an SBC when I look at the options available. Shane got lucky with Makalele.
I looked earlier and it's about 140k to do, and there's like 7 below that and about 21 higher. I think the playstyle.
I just don't think even the expensive ones get in my team. I really don't.
Yeah, I think that's.
But then I'm a bit of a sentimental slag when it comes to my players on Ultimate Team. When you play 5 games for me, and I don't want to replace them with anyone, so that's probably why I'm not that fussed on it. But SEN, I'd love SEN because he was one of my favourite cards last year. But I don't know, I'm not that excited for it. But who knows?
I think I'm of the same opinion of you, really, mate. I'm not excited about that icon pack. I'm not excited to do it. Whereas the hero pack, I was excited to get, even though I was, I got Joe Cole, so I was buzzing. But I could have got Ludovic Julie, and like Mal said, he's fucking shit. and I could have got somebody like Dirk Kuyt that I wouldn't have enjoyed using, but or Kanu like you did, for example. I'd still found that enjoyable. Whereas this icon pack, I'm looking at the options. None of them I'm really bothered by. So, what about Mouse? What about you, mate? Done it?
Yeah, no, I've got exactly the same thought process of you. That looked at the sheet and there's no one really that tickles my fancy. Obviously Torres, but then again, I know I didn't get on with him in the last game, so I can't see me magically getting on with him now. I might be wrong, but I say that, but I did have to do the 85 squad earlier, but just through dupes, and I had nothing left really to do, so I will get it done. But again, I know I'll end up with pain, and I know I will. It's just the way it is. My luck with icon packs is worse than Shane's. 100%. Mine's diabolical with them.
Of course, it's worse than Shane's. Shane got Pele last year.
Can I just point out something as well that has absolutely shocked me this weekend? You say about not using players from the last game. I've found Neymar an absolute revelation this weekend, and I've never ever been able to use any Neymar card on any FIFA, and he's probably my favourite player I've got now.
So
and I'm not a skiller or anything like that. He just seems to just glide around the pitch, like he just seems to get by people when I'm not even doing anything. I've been using him as a striker in my 4-2-2-2, and yeah, I've been well impressed with him, which shocked me massively. Like I had Neymar's red pick last year or the year before, and just couldn't get on with it. I just could not use him at all. But yeah, this gold one on one chem, which would please Mouse, is very, very good.
Makes me lengthy.
Very, very good.
Speaking of chemistry, I'm up to 24 chem, which is unheard of, by the way. I was rocking 16 chem this weekend in Champs. I've replaced my two centre-halves with Saliba and Araujo, because I'm a rat. Replaced my left winger, which was Baltimore, I think, the squad foundation lady. And I've replaced her because she was shit. I'm not going to lie, she's fucking crap. And replaced her with Gabby Martinelli. So hopefully this weekend, if I get a chance to do it, which I'm unsure I'm going to, we can continue on. Icon pack. I'll probably end up doing it at some point. I'll probably end up opening a stupid store pack with coins because I'm now sitting at 818,000 coins.
And it's 140. Just get it done. Stop being boring.
Right, I'm doing mine now.
See, look, Mouse is just going to do it now because I feel peer pressured.
Live.
I feel fully peer pressured by this.
I can't open it though. I don't think so.
You got too many tubes.
Too much.
Whilst Mouse is doing this, then, gents, I just had a quick look. I didn't get to do this before the pod, but I had a quick look at some of the stuff that we've got at the moment to do, and we complain a lot, right? We're very good at moaning. However, if you look at the SBCs that have come out through Trailblazers, Julian Alvarez, Rodrigo, Sarr, Rice, Le Sommer, Trapp, Simons, loads of the Player of the Months, Aspas. There are a lot of things to do.
There is.
And that's great. That's great. But we need league SBCs.
Exactly.
We need repeatable SBCs for us to be able to grind through this. I don't think there is anyone that could have done every single one of these SBCs without plugging serious cash into the game.
I'm one that, you know me, I'll do most player SBCs. I mean, I'm not someone as thingy as everyone else, but I've done Rodrigo. I've not touched Alvarez because I just can't. I can't do it without, and I'm not spending money on the game. There must be 6, 7. Trapp and Les are good value because they're good to get rid of 83s and use them in objectives or as fodder. But the other ones like that, there's no way I can do them. Just can't do it.
The only player SBC that I have green ticked on the app at the moment is Victor Boniface, the Player of the Month of the Bundesliga from August.
That's from last month's Player of the
Month. Mate,
this is what I'm saying.
I haven't done anything. I literally just haven't done any of it, which is.
I'm glad we've had some challenge SBCs, given some tradable packs. We've had a few of them now. The matchups, Champions League matchups tonight, I didn't mind. It's giving some packs, but I didn't get anything in them. But it's going. It's a step in the right direction for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just looking at. I've not done Sarr, not done Rice, not done Simmons, not done Alvarez. I've only done one of them dynamic duos.
You want to
I've
get
not done
Rice
Son
done.
or
Yeah.
Leao. I just Aspas I've not done. There's just I can't do it. There's no way of doing it.
So the ones that you have done, who have you enjoyed? Obviously, as you've just said, Rice. He's halfway done for me. I need to finish him off. I've heard great things about Declan Rice's card, and also playing against him this weekend. Oh my days, he's a rock.
Well, I spoke about
He's
him
an
last week,
absolute
didn't I? I
rock.
said I'd be tempted, but now I've got Makaleli.
Yeah.
I'm not doing him. There's no point.
I enjoyed Rice throughout the weekend. Probably one of the shining stars in my team. In fact, the 3 English lads in my team were, to be fair. So thank you for that one, lads. Bellingham, Rice, and Rashford. But again, Rice is only one of 2 player SBCs that I've done. I'm not gonna count Robbie Keane as a player SBC because he was just an icon gamble pack. But I've only done Rice and Maddison throughout the year. I'm very select with the ones I do, but this year feels like I have to be very selective with the ones I do. I feel like I can't go out and do the ones that I'm on the fence because it's just I haven't got the fodder. I can't get it.
Yeah.
Even with 14 wins in champs and stuff, I just can't build the fodder quick enough.
I'm hoping that when League SBCs come out, my whole kind of what's it called? My whole way of thinking, I guess, with this game is going to change because I will hopefully then be able to get everything done like I was doing last year. But then I don't know. Last year maybe I thought that I got most of it done last year. Most of the gamble SBCs, even at the start of the game when there weren't League SBCs and repeatable grinds and whatnot. You said you enjoyed the English lads as well as he's not English at all, but me and Mouse are going to disagree here, but I am fucking loving Rafael Leao. Oh my days. The guy is like a truck. But he has scored so many goals for me from left wing, from central, just link up play and everything. Him and Joe Cole as a kind of little link up play on the right hand side. I cannot express how good Leao has been for me. Mouse, I think you have a different opinion to Leao, don't you?
Yeah. So there's Rafael Leao, Ludovic Juli, and also who the fuck was it? Klaus, right back card, that fucking road to the knockout. 3 of the worst cards I've ever. I just can't use them. I don't like Juli. I said about I just couldn't use. I gave him a second try and he was just as bad. But Leao just is massive. I can't. It's just a unit running around. You know, even I put Rudiger back in, and even Leao feels bigger than Rudiger. And I just can't. I can't move him around the pitch. I don't know. 93 pace. He feels like it's the other way around. To be honest, I've managed to pack Rashford, so that was a nice, easy drop in for me. But there's just something with that Leao card. I just can't. I don't know. It's really odd, but. You know, I've gone completely the other way this year and gone for smaller, nippier players like Alvarez. I think he's absolutely fantastic. Kubo as well, like that. He's come in now. So I've done a few of the SBCs, but again, like I'm with you guys that it's just not. There's just no way you can get them all done. I've done Alvarez, Rice, and Blanc, and that's it. I'm empty. These player picks now will fill me back up again, but. Yeah, I don't know how you're meant to do them. Similar, don't know. But Leao's shit. That's all that matters.
I've not used him, to be honest.
I've not used it.
Don't use shit.
I feel that way about players, though. And unfortunately, one of them is super high profile, and that's Virgil van Dijk. I dropped him to put up a Gavadio back in.
How do you kick someone off the podcast?
Yeah, you are insane.
Honestly, I couldn't. Do you know people make them daft memes of Virgil van Dijk saying like trying to stop a player with his aura in real life. That's how he is on FIFA for me. It almost feels like I've never seen him move without his arms being behind his back on FIFA. It's not the same Van Dijk my opponents has. It can't be. I've got just an imposter in the club because he makes no sense. It's like he doesn't move. It's unreal. I'll put Gavadio in there. Best centre back I've used probably. It only cost me about 6k the day I packed Van Dijk as well. Ironically, I just can't get him to click for me. It's odd. Araujo amazing, Gavadio amazing. Van Dijk just stuck in the mud. I can't do anything with him.
Virgil van Dud. So you've got, unfortunately. Yeah. To be honest, I haven't had, like I said, we said earlier, the gameplay issues. I haven't particularly had them. I didn't have them this week. I felt like it was quite smooth. Yes, there were issues with RB dribbling, which I won't get into because fucking hell, I just can't defend against it.
No, I've got a trick. I've got a trick
use
to this.
it, but I can't defend against it. So Mouse can give us the trick, and he can give any of the listeners the trick.
Especially any of the, and it's also with like left stick dribbling and everything like that. Just hold R1. Don't even defend it. Just hold R1. Let a computer deal with it because computer reads it. I learned this massively over the weekend league. That if you're in the box, especially people doing left stick dribbling, it's more effective, but it's still effective the other way. But it's just hold R1, defend the space and hold R1 because they don't expect it. And for some reason, the AI are so quick to snap onto it in the box that people don't have a chance to defend, to stop you from coming through it. So it saved me quite a few times because I can't in the box. If someone's left stick dribbling in the box, I'm fucked because I can't defend it.
So what you're saying is, if I'd have known this prior to Saturday, I could have got 14 or 16 wins this weekend.
Probably.
So thanks, Mouse. Thanks for that very much.
It is hard.
Nice.
I agree with you there, though, Mouse. That's what I've been doing. I've been kind of like what people used to do a couple of FIFAs ago. They'd control their defensive mid when people were being attacked in their blocks and let their AI do whatever. As soon as I see someone doing that frustrating dribble with Musiala usually or Sam Kerr, I'm changing to the nearest person to I think he's going to pass to, and I'm just tapping R1, just occasionally tapping R1, and then the double tap to push him up closer. And that's the only thing that's giving me success. Because the second I step towards him, I'm in the mud. Yeah, I'm in the mud.
We'll have to get that done then, boys. Not a natural segue at all, but something else that we need to talk about. Something really important. And it's something that I saw on Shane's Twitter earlier. This Trailblazers Cup. Not only the Trailblazers Cup, but other cups in general. Why are they capping the games?
I hate it.
4 games
genuinely.
a day.
I mean, it wouldn't be me if I didn't find something to moan about, but this has really rattled me because I just don't get why. I try and understand. Like a few people have said, like they have to get so many people playing the game daily, blah blah, which I don't think is an issue at all for them. There is millions of people playing this game every day. I don't get why they have to limit how many games you play in this cup. Like, why do they not leave it on for a week and let people finish it when they want to finish it? I don't understand why they need to limit people like 4 games a day.
They've done it with Evo Lounge. Evo Lounge is unlimited. Therefore, it's golden goal. I haven't even finished it. I think I've won 3 games in it.
It's not even that great rewards. Like someone said someone commented to me and said it affect the market, and I thought you've got to be joking. The rewards are shite.
Of course not.
But surely if it affected the market, if everybody did it within a day, it'd affect the market for a little bit, and then it bounced back either way.
It's just like you get a prime gold player pack for winning 10 games, finishing it.
Yeah,
which you can guarantee you're probably going to get an 82 rated in. There's an 84 rare gold player pack, which will be an 84 player, and then there's a load of XP and a couple of shit packs, which brings me on to another thing of the season has still got another week and a couple of days. Why are there no packs for getting this extra XP with the amount they're dishing out now?
Yeah, it should be.
Like it doesn't make sense.
Why are we getting XP at 9 wins when even me, the most nonchalant season objective guy, has now reached level 4?
I haven't.
There's not a reward in there.
I cannot get my head around this daily limit of games. Like, just let people do what they want to do on the game.
It's daft, honestly.
It is daft. I don't understand. Just let us enjoy it.
Yeah.
It just baffles me. But I will give them credit where I've just noticed that you can, like, I think it's good that you can do these objective players in champs now, as well as qualifiers, instead of just squad battles and marbles. Because I've done that Palacios in qualifiers this week, which makes a massive difference for me because I don't want to have to grind rivals or squad battles to get in.
And then also the fact that squad battles for that 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Was that with Callum Wilson? I finished champs and I was like, I've unlocked the
Who
Callum
is
Wilson.
very good, by the
Didn't
way.
look at it once.
He is very
It
good.
does look good.
He's 3-star,
It does.
3-star, I think, which doesn't particularly help. But I've really enjoyed using him. I used him as a little super sub in champs this weekend. Very, very much enjoyed his card. It was nice, and it was nice to just use a card that again I would never have been using last year. Was never meta. Wouldn't have got anywhere near the team.
I've not used him personally yet, but I've played against him a couple of times. So
Yeah,
there's obviously people that like him.
Yeah, very, very enjoyable card to use. Gents, any other business before we move on to Az's section of the pod?
Just a quick tip to fix goalkeeping, which is probably be a good one for you, Ryan, because you have Liao. But there's a player called Olivier Giroud. You stick him in the net, and you're not conceding. The saves this guy is pulling off for me is absolutely unreal. Majority of my clips, when I make a video, I go overboard. I press save replay every fucking goal almost. And the majority of my clips that I was going through earlier were all insane Olivier Giroud saves. The guy is absolutely incredible. And I hated any out of position goalkeepers playing centre mid or strikers playing goalkeeper cards last year. And here I am getting my ass saved game after game by Olivier Giroud, who then takes my penalties with his 91 pence.
You've been converted.
Absolutely unreal. It's unreal. I haven't got like 50 of him in my trade pile or anything, but like he's just nuts. He is the guy that whenever I play against someone and I'm like, how on earth are the keepers saving all of these? This never happens to me. Now I'm like, oh my God, it's happening to me. I'm feeling it there. I'm like, wow, I'm the chosen one for a little while until it disappears.
He is also gorgeous.
Oh, he's so handsome.
That also helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Right.
I've got a
Go on,
question.
Shane.
Has
Go on.
anybody done any of these new evolutions, or are they like?
No.
Because I genuinely cannot be bothered.
No.
Like I'm looking at that 75k one. That Palacios is probably as good as anyone you could upgrade in that.
Exactly.
In my opinion,
Yeah,
I have no interest in them anymore already.
But mate, it's exactly what we said at the start of the game.
I get that you can do players
exactly
and make
what
them
we
slightly
said.
better for teams that you support and stuff, but
yeah,
for me, I just can't be asked to waste my time doing them if I'm not going to use them.
It is exactly what we said at the start. Amazing idea, going to be shockingly executed, and it's already happened. 75,000 coins for a card that is going to be just completely useless is utterly pointless.
Bearing in mind as well that the first one was 50k and that's gone up now already.
Yeah. Do you think they've done that because loads of people did the 50k one and they know they get more?
There's a lot of fatties about it, let's be honest.
I don't know.
That was a better one as well.
Yeah,
costs less.
But
I
thought it might just be me, but I have no interest in them at the minute.
No, I've stopped doing them because I have no faith in EA that it's going to be a thing for the entire game cycle, and the fact that these ones we're doing now, then I don't think they'll just forget that we've done them and we won't be able to upgrade them again. That's the problem. They were good for the first week.
Yeah.
The only one I think I've seen now, I've seen probably two, Nunez and I've seen Fati. Outside of that, I haven't seen any others in the last week. That's the only two I've seen, and quite rightly because they're still both decent enough cards. But I don't have any faith that they're going to keep them going, and that's my problem.
Like when these new ones come out, I got excited at first. Thought I've seen Simicast, I can do him, but then I thought, why am I'm not even going to bother. There's no point.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze with them. That's the problem.
No, I'd love them to be themed around the promos and stuff. We got Centurions coming out. Imagine if we could just do one like. It doesn't have to be insane. Just give me like the equivalent of an inform on a player that has 100 appearances for me. Just give me that +1 on everything for someone. Just make it viable, make it usable for me. Because otherwise, I'm just. I think I tweeted recently where everything we get from objectives seems to have like a minimum of 82 plus player. Our champs rewards are 84 pluses. We've always got these 81 plus, 82 plus, 83 plus packs. Well. Yeah, the only cap we get on these evolutions are like 79 and 80 and sometimes 81. It's like I can't even pack the players that are eligible sometimes because the packs you're giving me are all 81 times 5 or 80 times 10. So it's just crap. it needs tinkering. It was a great idea.
Yeah.
It seems like some guy had a great idea, and then they just give it to some shit team and say, right, it's time for you guys to manage this. And then the original guy was just left in the cold and outside looking in. It's just terrible.
I like that. We just end it on. It's just terrible.
I have got my my icon
Here
pack.
we go.
Ready.
Oh,
Let's go.
Live.
This is
that's right. Have you got OBS?
yeah, but I can't be asked to set it up.
No.
Right, here we go. It's opening.
Whoa.
It's going to be absolutely wank.
Xabi Alonso.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Private.
No, it's worse.
It's
Suker.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
No. The worst one.
no, I don't think he is,
honest.
mate. I don't think he is the worst.
Oh,
And
he's
that
100
is why
140.
He's
Okay,
worth
doing
what the SBC is.
good Chem for Modric if you got him.
Right,
Thanks.
Azza, I think we're into you, mate.
You can be into me all you want.
Only when I'm lengthy, which isn't very often.
Well, it's every Wednesday on Spotify. Over to the prediction-based game that is still nameless that we do every week on the pod for the remainder of the season. For those that don't know the previous results, Ryan is just out in front with 7 points, myself with 5, Shane with 4, and Mouse with a pathetic 3. The games that we did this week were pretty interesting games, to be fair. We had Liverpool v Everton, big Merseyside derby, Brentford versus Burnley, Chelsea v Arsenal, Villa versus West Ham, and Norwich versus Leeds, which was a blinder, by the way. The lads got their predictions in. They get +1 for getting the right result, so the right team to win or draw. We get +2 for the correct scoreline, and also a bonus point for closest to the first goal scored minute-wise in those games. So the scores are on the doors. I've come in with 3 points. Shane has come in with 3 points. Ryan has come in with 3 points. And Mouse, winning the bonus point, has come in with 4, which means he's taking the lead for last week's results. But the table itself doesn't change. So Ryan goes from 7 to 10. I go from 5 to 8. Shane goes from 4 to 7, and Mouse goes from 3 to 7. So it's still Ryan, Azza, and then Shane and Mouse tied. But it is a long season, and we've got a lot of games coming up. And the games we have coming up this week are a juicy 5 that we have picked. We went ahead and picked Wolves versus Newcastle, West Ham versus Everton, Brighton v Fulham, Manchester United versus Manchester City, and then Leeds versus Huddersfield. So I'm hoping these ones will be a little bit harder to predict, because there were some blatant favourites in the Prem this week, I found. So we tried to pick the juicier, harder to predict ones. Fun fact, last week only one of us got a correct scoreline, which was Ryan on the Leeds result, ironically. Which is a bit of a stinker.
Thank you,
And I'm going to play
Somerville. What a player.
You want to be thanking Duffy for
swatting one in his own goal, I know.
But I'm going to play it tactical this week, and I'm going to go first so that no one can steal my minute, as everyone stole it last week, Shane and Mouse. So for the Wolves versus Newcastle game, I've gone 2-1 to Newcastle. For the West Ham Everton game, I've gone 3-0 to West Ham, because Everton won't have to defend like their lives are on the line because they're no longer playing Liverpool. Brighton versus Fulham, I've gone 3-1 Brighton. United versus City, I've gone for a City thrashing of 4-0, even at Old Trafford. And for Leeds Huddersfield, I've gone for 2-0 Leeds, with my bonus point minute being in the 9th. So I've kept it low, I've kept it single digit, ready for Mouse to come in with 6 or 7, no doubt. But I'll go from my left. If I go to Mouse and ask you, good sir, what do you have for the Wolves versus Newcastle game?
2-2.
2-2. And then the West Ham Everton.
2-0 West Ham.
Brighton Fulham.
3-1 Brighton.
United versus City.
3-all. Spread out there.
Fucking hell.
And then Leeds versus Huddersfield.
Fuck you, Ryan. 3-0 Huddersfield.
That's going to become a catchphrase. And then, if I could trouble you for your bonus point minute.
The 8th minute.
The 8th. I knew you were going to do it. I knew it was coming. That means the rest of them are going to be 7th and 6th. I'd actually put £1 on that if I was you, because there's some outrageous situations there. And if they do come in, you'll be minted.
Put 1p on that, mate. You'll still get 250 grand back.
Yeah, you're still paying off a mortgage with 1p on that. That's ridiculous. Moving on to Ryan. If we could get your Wolves v Newcastle, mate.
1-0 Newcastle.
1-0 Newcastle. West Ham Everton.
2-0 West Ham United.
Brighton v Fulham.
1-0 Brighton.
United v City.
5-1 Manchester City.
Oof. Leeds versus Huddersfield.
3-1 Leeds.
Wow.
Because we always
Delusional.
concede.
And what minute are you going to concede in then? What is going to be your bonus?
I'm going to go for the 10th minute.
10th. Double digits. That's an interesting one. And then we'll head on over to yourself, Shane, for the Wolves versus Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle.
No one giving Wolves a chance here. West Ham v Everton.
West Ham 3-1.
Brighton v Fulham.
Brighton 2-0.
United v City.
3-1 Man City.
Leeds versus Huddersfield.
Leeds 2-1.
2-1. Healthy, safe. And your minute?
9th.
9th. Oof. They're going to be close. They're going to be very close. Just to put it out there, I've got it written down here. These were the minutes last week. Were all, if it wasn't for that Norwich one, it would have been all around about the 20th minute.
Bloody hell.
So it was close to being a late one. What I'm getting from that is no one's giving United a chance. So maybe Ten Hag's getting sacked next week.
You two have got the same minute, have you not, or am I dreaming?
I went for the 9th.
Oh,
Shane went for the
10th.
9th.
I'll go 10th then. Sorry.
No, you can't, because I went for the 10th.
Ryan went for the 10th.
11.
Sweet. Yeah, true. Good shout. I didn't even notice that you'd gone for the same as me.
That's
It would have
all right.
been war in the group chat had that happened. We need these points. And that is the predictions for the upcoming Premier League week. Of course, guys, if you are playing along at home, do give us a little tweet. Let us know what you've got, and we can like and retweet it as well.
All right, guys. Massive thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions or suggestions or comments, get onto one of us via the @LengthyLads Twitter page or one of our personal pages. Drop us a DM, tweet us, you know the drill. Anything else to say, gentlemen, or is it just a big fat goodbye? It's a big fat goodbye. Stay lengthy. Cheers, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to the Lengthy Lads podcast. We hope you had a blast hearing our thoughts on the fantastic EAFC 24 and the footballing world. And if you share our passion for the beautiful game, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop us a 5-star rating and leave a review on your favourite podcast platform. Your support keeps us lengthy. And as we wrap up, whether you're scoring goals in the virtual world or cheering for your favourite team, remember that football brings us all together in the most thrilling way. Until our next adventure, keep the passion alive and may your game always be